What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome back to Ring Rumble, your go-to source for the latest breaking news, crazy rumors, and shocking updates from the world of professional wrestling. Today's roundup is absolutely loaded with jaw-dropping stories that are sure to stir the entire wrestling community. We're diving into everything from a wrestler being involved in a real-life physical altercation with a fan, tragic injury updates that have shaken up WWE's plans, massive backstage drama, surprise returns, shocking business rumors, and even some deeply personal stories affecting top performers. Trust us, this is not an episode you'll want to skip. Before we get into the meat of today's stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, lists, and bonus breakdowns. Also, if you haven't already, check out our latest WrestleMania XL deep dives. They're packed with juicy details and early speculation. Now, let's get right into our headline story, the real-life altercation involving MJF. According to reports from Fightful Select, after last night's AEW Grand Slam event in Mexico, MJF found himself the target of a very upset fan. During the event, MJF continued his tradition of going to the absolute limit with his heel antics by disrespectfully removing Mystico's mask and arrogantly putting it on himself, a bold and deeply insulting gesture in lucha libre culture. This action sparked outrage from fans, particularly one individual who confronted MJF at his hotel following the show. Now, let's be clear. Altercations between fans and wrestlers in modern wrestling are extremely rare. Most fans understand that what happens in the ring is part of the show, but every now and then, someone blurs the line between reality and performance. Eyewitnesses claim that the fan aggressively approached MJF, clearly unhappy with the mask incident. Luckily, MJF wasn't hurt and reportedly laughed off the confrontation. Some insiders even said he was proud of the heat he generated. AEW officials have yet to release a formal statement, but don't be surprised if they cleverly work this real-life incident into a future storyline. After all, controversy creates cash. Moving on to what might be the most heartbreaking news of the day, Liv Morgan's injury situation has gone from bad to worse. According to PWInsider, Morgan suffered a separated shoulder during her recent match, and unfortunately, the injury will require surgery. This means she'll be sidelined for an extended period, estimated to be around 6 months. This is a massive blow not just for Morgan but also for WWE's creative plans. Morgan was scheduled to appear at the upcoming Fanatics Fest in New York City, and now that appearance has been canceled, WWE's entire booking direction for the women's division on Raw is now up in the air. What's worse is that the injury threw an entire Raw segment into chaos. According to Wrestling Observer Radio, Nikki Bella was scheduled to make a surprise run-in during Liv Morgan's match with Kyrie Sane, setting the stage for a new storyline between Nikki and Liv. The plan was reportedly to pair Nikki with her sister Brie for a tag team feud. But once Morgan went down, everything changed. Nikki was pulled from the show despite being advertised, and WWE officials were left scrambling behind the scenes. Fans had high expectations, and now WWE must pivot quickly to figure out how to reconfigure their women's tag division. One possible solution that's been floated is that Roxanne Perez could step into Phil Morgan's spot alongside Rhea Ripley in Judgment Day, potentially becoming a tag team champion by default. However, some fans believe the titles should be vacated and determined via a tournament, something Triple H has historically loved to organize. Either way, WWE's women's division is entering a period of serious transition. As for Kairi Sane, the other half of the ill-fated match with Morgan, she has found herself on the receiving end of an unfortunate and unfair backlash. Many fans, perhaps still reeling from the emotional sting of Morgan's injury, have blamed Kairi. In response, Kairi took to social media to release an emotional and heartfelt statement. She expressed deep sorrow over what happened and emphasized how seriously she takes the safety and well-being of her opponents. She made it clear that causing injury was never her intent and that she trains diligently to ensure she can deliver exciting matches without harm. Her message struck a chord with many and hopefully will help quiet the unfair criticism she's faced. Now, let's shift gears and take a look at some more positive news. Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, two of the most iconic women in wrestling, may finally be back on speaking terms. Their off-screen friendship turned sour years ago, and fans have long speculated about the real reasons behind their falling out. But during a recent podcast appearance on Games with Names, Flair revealed that she and Becky are now on cordial terms and even hinted that she'd love to work with her again. Given the history between these two and their legendary 2018 feud, a renewed storyline could be absolute gold. With both women still active on the main roster, the timing couldn't be better to reignite their rivalry. In other major developments, there are whispers of a truly shocking return to WWE. None other than Gail Kim. Yes, you heard that right. The legendary former WWE and Impact star was reportedly spotted backstage at NXT TV this week. Fightful Select reports that this wasn't her first recent visit to NXT tapings, which suggests something is brewing. While Gail isn't officially signed with WWE just yet, sources indicate that there's been significant interest from WWE in bringing her aboard, likely in a backstage or coaching role. Kim had a notoriously rocky relationship with WWE during her previous runs, but many of the key people she had issues with are no longer in power. With Triple H now at the creative helm and the women's division evolving rapidly, the timing might be perfect for a reconciliation. Gail Kim is widely respected for her contributions to the business and could play a huge role in developing WWE's next generation of female talent. On a less welcome note, WWE recently made the unpopular decision to change Jordynne Grace's theme music during her early NXT run. Grace had been using a theme that she personally owned, but WWE's desire to maintain full rights over all entrance music meant they scrapped it in favor of a new and frankly lackluster track. Fans didn't hold back their opinions on social media, and Grace herself took to X, formerly Twitter, to encourage people to give the new song a chance. But the damage was done. The backlash has sparked a broader conversation about WWE's policy on music ownership and how it affects wrestlers' identities. Interestingly, mainstream artists like Metro Boomin have expressed interest in producing themes for WWE, but are turned off by the company's insistence on full ownership. So it looks like fans hoping for more iconic music moments may be out of luck, at least for now. Over in AEW, Bryan Danielson made a surprise appearance at a Ring of Honor event where he came to the aid of Blue Panther. Danielson got physical, delivering his signature running knee in a moment that has fans questioning whether the American Dragon is reconsidering his retirement plans. While it's unclear if this was a one-off or a signal of more matches to come, Danielson's presence was a pleaser.